Okay, hello YouTubers. Just gonna go over my comm setup and then the fan setup for my son's Captain Rex cosplay helmet we made out of EVA foam. So we got one of those Hasbro talking helmets on eBay. It had an issue with power, so I ended up opening it up and it was just a loose wire on the battery terminal. So it was like 30 bucks with shipping. So we took it all apart, took the board out of there. I kept the battery pack. I'm gonna convert it over later, but we have a Comic-Con this weekend, so we're just trying to hurry up. And it's a little rough inside with the glue, but getting back to it. So we have our board. There's a speaker in there. There's a microphone in there, sorry, and I have two fans running. Down to our power source, just a cheap 5-volt battery. All right, and we built this. These are 3-watt speakers from Amazon. And then inside here, there's a Bluetooth board, and then there's this amplifier volume controlled board. I decided to go with the volume control just because we could turn it up and down, and if it gets distorted. But these are super loud.
It's an ambush!
That's the internal one for the helmet.
My name's Rex. You'll call me Captain or Sir. Explosives are in place, sir.
And like I said, this also has Bluetooth capability. All right, we'll go into more detail for that Bluetooth voice control module that I built. We ended up building 3 kits for the Comic-Con this weekend, and we had a lot of feedback there, and everyone told us, hey, you should make some YouTube videos. So we'll kind of show you how we put it in place. So it's super easy. I just Velcroed it in there, kind of in the front, kind of easy access. Velcroed those 2 little small speakers. They're super loud. And then we just put our battery there. And then I ran this quick disconnect plug. We like to keep our mask super long. And then for this one, he wanted it kind of a manual operated.
All clear, General. All units, fire at will. I'm on my way.
It has the microphone there at the end. And then we just, again, use that same Hasbro mask that we got on YouTube. We ended up finding 3 of them that were broken. Took them all apart, soldered up one of the power wires, and it working fine. All right, there it is. And then, additionally for this one, we had to add that. Basically, the mask battery pack. It's 3 AA batteries. I ended up just keeping it in there, and I'll convert that over to. I'll run off that 5-volt at a later date. Cut that voltage down a little bit. And then here, this is his Commander Wolf Cold Assault Trooper theme. It's a Tyvek suit in there. And the little waist controlled fan here. It kind of inflates the arms and the legs and keeps his internals kind of cool. It kind of seemed like that Cold Assault Trooper did. I'd like a video on that later. It's pretty. There's a little bit of work involved in there, but it works super well. All right. And then one thing to note earlier was this battery here. If you don't have a constant draw source from it, it basically goes into like a sleep mode to kind of save your battery power. But with all of our cosplay builds, we use these little fans. This is an exhaust fan with this hood in there because we have the colder, nice cool clean air coming to the bottom, and then breathing in and out, just suck that dirty air out of there. But it has a small constant draw, so that way you don't have to go in there and kind of turn it on. That Bluetooth module, it wants the power all the time to stay connected. If you're kind of cycling power back and forth, it really didn't work well with that, but we had 0 issues for any of this setup the entire time. Again, on that board with the volume control, I noticed that with the mic, you kind of had to turn it down just a little bit, or you got a little bit of feedback. But I honestly think that a little bit of feedback was coming from this fan. But even inside, it was super loud. I mean, if you cut some little ducts in here, little speaker vents or shield screens, it would be way louder. Okay, we'll go over the same bolt box number 2 that we made. Copy generally. Put in our Commander Cody helmet. Same as the Rex. Let's use that standard battery box. I like it because it has a little bit of weight in the back. But I'm going to convert it all over. I put the microphone in there. I have my fans running as well. And then I'm back to that same board. Basically took the speaker output, made that the input. Ran extension. All right, this has that demo mode. And then I can just reach up there and grab it.
Come on, hurry, hurry.
Do a quick salute if I need to. Look down, press the button. You have two. This is the demo mode. So the two main buttons play different sounds. You don't have the microphone there. You switch it to off as the center. And if you go back, that's to run mode. And you have your external sounds.
Green light. All forward positions are advancing.
And then you have those internal.
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir. I'm on my way.
And then you have the microphone. The distortion's pretty good as well. But that's the same overall concept.
Problem. Hey there, slick. Get ready to turn those clankers into scrap metal.
So just with the Bluetooth setup, you could download them to your files. You could play it off of YouTube if that's something you'd like to do. We're gonna build some stands for the bedroom, and then can act like this little Bluetooth speaker inside his room as well. And then yeah, your play over button will basically override the Bluetooth setup, and then it will go right back to the Bluetooth setup. I didn't have any issues with this Bluetooth module shutting off at all. I didn't have any problems overheating. I mean, I read some other reviews for kind of the same one. I don't know if it's the exact same model and brand, but zero issues. This didn't heat up at all. And we had it going the entire Comic-Con Saturday and Sunday.
Get ready to turn those clankers into scrap metal. The mission always comes first, sir.
And lastly, for mounting, we have on all of our armor tops, we have cutouts, and then we actually run two-way radios with neck mics, so we can, or throat mics, so we can talk to each other super easily. But there's plenty of room. We mount everything kind of back there. I always mount my speakers kind of up here. And then the battery pack's anything in the front. Mine fit on the side because I can reach in here and have a little cell phone holder if I need it. And then on the smaller costumes, the way the curve is on top, there's still plenty of room in here for it to work. And then we just ran an a little bit longer wire, from there up to the helmet. Again, we like to take our helmets off, set them on tables, or hold them in arms. We can take other pictures. Sometimes we do face paint, and to show off that as well. Just to reiterate, I am not at all skilled at artistic stuff. I never really grew up drawing anything. I really couldn't paint so much. I started with one template I got for the adult clone trooper off of Etsy. I can add who I got that from maybe on the next video, and then I just had to size it all down, for my 8-year-old down to my 4-year-old. And the same thing, the helmets were from him as well. I ended up actually just kind of drawing out the Kicks costume, to make it work. And then I freehand that helmet, the Cold Assault Trooper, the backpack, the shoes I kind of redid. The one I had previously just wasn't working out. All the guns. This one can be found on YouTube and by a couple other people. I kind of just freehand that one as well. Same as the blasters, the belts. So yeah, anyone can do EVA foam cosplay.